Hi, all of my YouTube friends, all or barely, whatever. At some point, I'm sure I'll see an increase, hopefully, sometime soon. Anyway, hello guys. I was gonna say good night. Not quite time for that. Hello guys. Good evening. Well, good night. How you doing? Let's do Virgo tonight. Let's do Virgo for Dummies. Virgo is probably gonna be. I scratched off some scratch offs earlier, and I have like the scratch off debris right here that I just got all over my skirt. Anyway, let's talk about Virgo. My Virgo video is probably going to be pretty short because I do not have an extensive history about Virgos, and like I say in every one of my for dummy videos, you know, some things of course are going to be from books and things like that, but for the most part I'm thinking about experiences that I've had with several people, several different people, men and women of a sign, and then kind of just finding the commonalities in those experiences and comparing them on a sun sign level. So with Virgos, let's get to it. They deserve just as much attention as anybody else. And a Virgo is gonna get their attention. So Virgos, it's so funny. I really like my Virgos. They are an earth sign. So they are going to be your signs who have that common foundational element as a Taurus or as a Capricorn. Very grounded, feet planted on the ground, down to earth sort of people. Virgo, I really like Virgos. Most of the Virgos I've known personally or have had some sort of friendships with has been females. I don't know a lot of Virgo males. The Virgo males I knew weren't close friendships. It was from a distance. And they're pretty cool guys. I've never had a romantic encounter that I know of with a Virgo. But the Virgo females, it's kind of like they really remind me of the Tauruses in the way where it's something about when I get together with the Taurus, it's almost like that feeling of down for whatever. Like I really like that in my Taurus friendships, and Virgo is the same. Virgo is kind of like if you make a friend with a Virgo, it's like, do you want to do this today? Do you want to do that today? We feel like doing this. Let's do this. It's kind of like down for whatever. Like we don't have a planned agenda. We don't set plans for what we're gonna do per se, but the day could take us anywhere. Like they're really good people to kind of roll with. They're good to have as your roll dogs, because Virgos do like adventure and they do like fun. I would say out of the Capricorn, the Taurus, and the Virgo, to me, just from the Virgo females I've known, they have definitely been the most adventurous. Virgos, they like to get into all kind of tricks and schemes. A Virgo, and I know that a lot of the books and what astrology says about Virgo just being like, they call Virgo sort of like the taskmaster, and Virgo, what I will say is true and that I notice about Virgo is they are very organized in their own way. Now this has nothing to do with being clean or dirty. I don't mean organized and cleanly in that way. I mean they're organized in their affairs, in their business. So if they like to cook, they're going to have an organized kitchen, organized Tupperware, organized pantries, organized food. The food might even be by type, by alphabetical order or something like that. They're organized in the tasks that are on their list and the focuses that are in their life. I find that they are very organized about those things. They are very, I feel like Virgos are money driven. Also, another commonality with the Taurus and the Capricorn sign. We know Capricorn is going to climb the corporate ladder, and Taurus is going to work their ass off to either climb the corporate ladder or to have their own businesses. I find Tauruses really work well in their own businesses, and Virgo is going to do the same. Virgo is going to work their ass off, whether it be at criminal intent or legal intent, to get to the point that they need to be at financially and to have that security. And a Virgo is not beneath committing a couple of crimes to acquire money. I just want to say that both of the Virgos I'm thinking about that I knew, totally unrelated occurrences and unrelated people at not at unrelated times in my life, but just from different spectrums of the scheme, like different races, different types of people, different upbringing, very different Virgos, but these things were still the same. Both of them had like a criminal sort of history And I don't want to call Virgo a liar, because Virgo is truthful. I feel like Virgo is a dignified sign, and I feel like Virgo, being that earth sign, they are a sign of dignity and a sign of being fair and truthful. Not saying in the way that the Libra represents fairness and justice, and not saying in that way. I'm just saying Virgo has a grounded personality, and I believe that they like to be truthful in their dealings, but I think Virgos can be deceiving, and this is something that I've seen in the Virgos that I've known. And it's not to say that the Virgo is a liar. Again, I'm going to say Virgos can be deceiving. I don't want to call them a liar, but I will say they can be deceiving. And one thing I'll say about a Virgo, and this could just be this one particular Virgo, you know, according to how she lives in her past experiences. Of course, our experiences in life make us who we are. And she could have some other elements in her chart. But when a Virgo wants something, or when a Virgo, like we talked about them being very organized, them sort of being like a taskmaster at their work, they're going to get their work done. They have no problem working to meet goals and objectives and to acquire things. I find that about Virgo. And it's a smart sign, so it comes pretty naturally to be successful and to be able to accomplish things to meet their goals. But what I find about Virgo is, to get what they want, they aren't beneath scheming. They aren't beneath stretching the truth. They aren't beneath putting up a facade. Now, that might not be all Virgos. That is just something I noticed with the Virgos I know. And I actually had a Virgo just straight up lie on me because I wasn't talking to them or being their friend as much as they thought I should have been. And this was just an acquaintance. This was somebody I had barely known for a few months. So, you know, when they're hurt or when they feel a certain sort of way, and I think this is definitely something that's in common with Taurus and Capricorn. It's like they hold it in. They don't come and talk to you about it until it's almost too late, or they've created all this tension and they let this wedge build up and they don't express how they feel. And I feel like Virgo, it is almost reminiscent of Scorpio, which is funny because that's the next sign after Virgo. I don't want to say Virgo is revengeful like Scorpio, but it's almost like Virgo will hold it in and then be deceitful in a little bit of a revengeful way if you can't meet their goals or their aims. Quick video about Aries, guys. I know it wasn't that long, but to be honest, I've got to use the bathroom. So I'm going to stop here about Virgo. Virgo will be one of the signs I'll be talking more about and delve more into. I don't have a lot of experiences with Virgos. I've had a few friends that are Virgos. So Virgo is definitely a sign that I want to talk more about and I want to look more into. I have a lot of personal planets in Virgo. In my chart, in my birth chart, Cancer is my first house and Cancer is my ascendant. And it's I suppose this is the east. It's sort of over here on the horizon because Cancer is the ascendant. So that's over there on the horizon. And then Virgo, Cancer, Leo, Virgo. So then Virgo is after Leo, which is after Cancer. And I have a lot of planets that sit in Virgo. Offhand, I want to say my Saturn is in Virgo. My Mars is in Virgo. And my Mercury is either my Mercury or one more planet is in Virgo. And actually Virgo is my fourth house because Cancer is my ascendant in my second house. Leo is my third house. And then Virgo is my fourth house. So it's the house of home and family. So and with a Cancer, that's a very, I think my chart, I don't know if it's unique. I know there are so many different birth charts and no two are really the same, but I feel like it's unique in the way that I'm a Cancer, which means home and family mean just about the most to me. My home life, my children, my family, my parents, my cousins, my mothers, my brothers, my sisters. And then Virgo would be in the fourth house, and then I would have all these planets in Virgo in the fourth house. So Virgo is definitely a sign that I'm going to be learning more about, talking more about, and I look forward and welcome anybody who's a Virgo to reach out, tell me a little bit about yourself, and tell me if you felt like I was spot on or not in the video. You guys have a wonderful night. Peace and love always. I'll tell you my name one day. One day.